Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
She helps others give birth. Now her best friend is helping her become a mom. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. Best friends are always there for one another, offering a listening ear or helping each other out in some way. In this story, one woman offers her best friend the ability to have her own child, a selfless gift from a precious friend. Georgia Barrington, 28, and Daisy Hope, 29, have been best friends for years. Their dads were best friends, and although they didn't see much of one another as kids, they became very close in their teen years. Georgia was diagnosed with MRKH syndrome when she was just 15 years old. Georgia was born without a womb, so she knew from an early age that she could not carry her own child. That was when she and her best friend Daisy joked about Jay-Z carrying her baby for her sometime in the future. Fast forward a few years ago, Georgia, a midwife, helped Daisy deliver her daughter, Amelia. In exchange, Daisy offered to carry Georgia's baby again. "Oh my goodness, Georgia needs to experience this," Daisy shares about what she said after having her daughter. Georgia shared with the Times that it has always been her dream to become a mother, even though she knew she couldn't carry her own baby. "It felt like the end of the world at the time. I thought, what am I going to do? That's what I wanted." Daisy decided to help her best friend, and the road to Georgia becoming a mother began. Georgia talks about how she wanted Daisy to complete her family before she began the surrogate process, just in case anything happened. But Daisy, just the amazing person she is, always said, "I'd rather us both have one than me have two and you have none," Georgia shares. Georgia's eggs were collected and fertilized with a donation from her partner, Lloyd Williams. They then implanted the embryos in Daisy's womb. It took a couple of tries, but Daisy became pregnant this past February after a miscarriage last October. Georgia and Lloyd's baby is due in October, and everyone is thrilled. Despite her difficult diagnosis, Georgia will still be able to achieve her dream of becoming a mother. Even though Georgia is a midwife herself, she isn't planning on being the midwife during this special birth. She wants to be there for Daisy as the birth partner and prepared to be a mom. However, if it all works out, she might be the one to catch the baby. What a fantastic friendship these two have, and what a beautiful gift Daisy is giving her friend. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Ecclesiastes 4:10.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million U.S. citizens carry medical debt, but that's not the whole story. With health insurance, your out-of-pocket and monthly costs are way too high. You get surprise bills, denied claims, and poor customer service. That's a serious burden. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. You can enroll at any time and join a proven faith-based solution that's both reliable and affordable. CHM isn't just help, it's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Families across the country count on CHM to step in during their hardest moments, and it works. Stand up to health insurance with a low-cost biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
An 80-year-old woman finds her long-lost brother she never knew she had. Written by Michaela Gordoni, read by Julie Provost. After almost 80 years of separation, one elderly woman found her long-lost brother. The siblings, Marion Griffin, 80, and Donald Hefke, 81, were adopted by different families, and Marion never knew Donald existed until last year. "I thought it was a scam," Marion recalled, about when her brother finally found her. The siblings were babies, born 1 year apart when they went into foster care in 1946. They also shared another sibling, Ernest, who was deaf. He sadly passed away. Donald grew up in a foster family and went into the U.S. Air Force. In 1963, he requested information about his biological family and found out about his sister. He wrote her letters, but sadly her adoptive parents had hidden the letters from her. Our kids could have grown up together. Instead, we were separated because my parents would not tell me that my brother wrote to me and was looking for me, Marion said. Donald's daughter, Denise Baker, helped her dad look for Marion for 2 decades. She eventually found a lead online through Marion's son. The first time she spoke with Donald on the phone, "My brother was so happy," he said. Marion, is that you? Oh my goodness, I've been looking for you, Marion," she said. He couldn't even stop saying my name. "I still can't believe that he found me," Marion said. The two haven't been reunited in person yet. As they live in opposite coasts, Donald is unable to travel from his home in Florida, but Denise went to California and visited Marion. Marion plans to visit him soon and has set up a GoFundMe account to help raise money for her travel expenses. "Oh my goodness, it would be wonderful to be with him for even a few days," she told KRCR. "We have 80 years to catch up on." She had some advice for anyone who's looking for their own biological family. "My gosh, don't give up. This is not the 1940s no more, and the 1950s, and keep in contact with each other. Family is so important." It's hard to think that two people can go 8 decades without seeing each other and then find each other again. And while it's sad that Donald's efforts to contact Marion were thwarted so many years ago, it is utterly sweet surprise that they found each other and, God willing, will be reunited.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.